Long awaited, long overdue. He's back. The Heart 5, amazing, incredible. If you don't think it's fire, you tripping. Come on, Spotify, what's up? Gotta prepare myself mentally. It's been 5 years, 5 long years. Kendrick Lamar, Miss Morale, and the Big Steppers. Track number 1. United in Grief. I'm very interested to see what kind of production he utilizes on this album. Let's go. Now the production kind of weird, but look, as a guy that makes beats himself, I have an appreciation for production that's different. That might not be for everybody, but man, I'm liking it right now. I dig it. I dig it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I like kind of weird stuff anyway.
Mansions just for practice, 500 in jewelry, chain was magic, never had it in public, late reaction, 50K to cousin.
That's true. I ain't never seen Kendrick with a chain on. He said he got one though. He just like everybody else, he went and got on one. He might not have put it out there, but he got it. You feel me? Dedicated to the songs I wrote in the Bible. Eyes like green penetrate. That's fire, man. The flow, the instrumentation, that's fire. Once again, I can already see some people be like, man, it ain't even all that. The beat weak. It's like, man, fuck you, nigga. You immature. Go listen to whatever else. Go listen to the music that sound the same over and over and over. Go listen to that. Go listen to that. This ain't for you. And the people that overreach, we ain't quite got there yet, but they're just fine. The first go around, I'm gonna tell you off real. I'm telling you off real. I'm gonna catch some bars here and there, but we ain't doing a complete breakdown the first go. Come on now. Let me just digest it sonically. I'm just trying to hear what it sound like. You just listening. In 95. He talking about the mask. Uh-oh.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls.
Okay.
Take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad, take off the upload, take off the unsure, take off the...
So he got some conventional production on here as well. Okay. Okay, vocal inflection change. He typically does this. I welcome it. I like that. I like that. More conventional, more along the lines of what people used to hear, but I still like it. I stand by my statement though. If you don't like the weird beats, hey, go over there and listen to the regular beats. That don't mean I got a problem with the regular beats. It's just nice to hear something different, you know what I'm saying? So, worldwide steppers. Kodak Black.
Bill can build multi-universes. The man of God playing baby shark with my daughter, watching for sharks outside at the same time.
What's going on? What is happening right now? That's a lot going on. Woo, within 26 seconds. Okay. Okay.
Sacrilegion. Riders black for 2 years, nothing moved me. Ask God to speak through me. That's what you hear now, the voice of yours truly.
Riders blocked for 2 years, nothing moved me. I asked God to speak through me.
Chakras, the ghost of Dr. Sebi, paid it forward, cleaned out my toxins, bacteria heavy.
Yes! If you don't know about Dr. Sebi, look him up. S-E-B-I. Had a court case, cured AIDS through diet and nutrition, herbs from the earth. Don't think it's real, look him up. He won a case. America tried to say, yo, you can't put that in the paper that you can cure AIDS. He said, but I did. He took like 70 patients to the courthouse when they tried to sue him. He won. Just look it up. Just look it up. Nipsey was also on that too. He was trying to work on a Dr. Sebi documentary. So yeah, anyway, a lot of free game right there, man. Just look them up. That's it. That's it. Look for yourself. Now this is some weird instrumentation for real. Well, I ain't gonna say for real. There's more
people on earth, silent murderers.
Right? Just like that. He heard me. He heard me. He said that might have been too much for a lot of people. Let me go ahead and, you know, vibe it out on him.
Full big photoshopping lines and models, hide your eyes, they pose for the pic.
Whoa. You had to come at all us like that. He said everybody take part in the Die Hard, Kendrick Lamar, Blast, Amanda Reefer. Okay. I mean, that's still not the happiest song in the world, but he said, let me bring up the mode a little bit. Let me bring up the vibe, the frequencies. Let me bring it up just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Still not great, but hey, I'm trying to be better. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me. You know, a nice little jam right there. You know what I'm saying? Nice little jam. With the fam now. We riding, we moving, we shaking the usual. Miss T is driving right now, so we could lock in baby boy back there. He geared up. Let's go ahead. I believe this is track number 4. Father Time.
I don't know my life. Daddy issues made me learn losses. I don't take those well. Mama said that boy is exhausted.
Benches feel. Got the chop going on in the background. You feel me? Smooth. They're very introspective. He was talking about having a daddy. And all the things. Yeah, Jace, tell him. And all the things his daddy taught him. That's the first time I really, well, of course, Kendrick had the story on Good Kid, Mad City, where he told the story about how I think his label owner, Top Dog, and his daddy met and everything like that. But outside of that, he ain't really mentioned too much about him, you know what I'm saying? So that's a very cool insight into his life that he hasn't given thus far. He talking that talk. Next track, Rich, interlude. You heard this album before? Cause you was right in key with it, wasn't it? Okay, Kendrick trying to bridge the gap. That is surprising though, I ain't gonna lie. Kodak, at a lot of people I would guess, I wouldn't necessarily guess Kodak would be on here. Rich Spirit, excuse me.
Taking my baby to school, then I pray for, cause I'm crazy for the shooter.
It's smooth, it remind me of the Whisper song, it really do. Even though he obviously ain't whispering, but it's just the lack of drums on the track, it's just riding. I like that joint, nice little smooth track, you feel me? So you can ride too. I like, you know, I like it. Alright, so I had to listen to that one through the headphones because it was a bit much with the with baby boy in the car. But that We Cry Together, that joint is fire. That joint fire. The instrumental remind me of something the Griselda camp would do and everything like that. And the topic, of course, is interesting. It's showing the headbutting and the relationship between, you know, obviously a man and a woman, and the different things they say to each other that could, you know, to hurt each other's feelings, the different arguments they may have in a relationship, and then at the end, how they come back together and they like, you know, it is what it is. And then even the tap dancing at the end, you know, you hear the step in and say stop tap dancing around the conversation. That joint hard. That joint hard, man. And I'm not sure who Taylor Page is. This is my first time hearing of it, but she did her thing. The delivery, the way it was, you know, talking, where it was kind of offbeat, but it was still on beat. I love that. That was fire. So shout out to her because she definitely, you know what I'm saying, had a great performance on this song. That was nice. All right, so the joint Purple Hearts, nice smooth, had the legend on there. Ghostface Killer had someone walk on there. Nice smooth little ballad, you know what I'm saying? A little balance. He got some balance going on, some consistency. So let's go ahead, jump on to the next track. About to check out Count Me Out. All right, Count Me Out. Smooth joint. The first probably third of the song, it sounds like something that's produced by like Madlib or Alchemist, man. Real smooth. They just sound like they kind of vibe. And then of course the transition, you get your drums and everything like that. But that's a nice little song right there as well. He said he love it when you count them out. And you know, they said after 5 years, can he do it? Can he come back and still be that guy? Suck the gravity from everybody else? And I think so. I think so. So the song Crown is very interesting, giving more insight into his head. Throughout the song, he's talking about, you know, heavy is the head who chooses to wear the crown, basically saying he the king. So, you know, with that comes responsibility. When the first came on, it reminded me of Charlie Brown or something. The piano, it just reminded me of the theme song. For whatever reason, one of them cartoons sounded like that. Then I noticed, I'm like, okay, Kendrick getting his sing on here. He getting his little sing on. Of course, you know, he been doing that for a while. He like to do that. But it was very cool to hear the insight that he had in there. He had one bar in there where he was like, say no to somebody and all you've done, you know what I'm saying, and give them amnesia about it. So you can do all the other things in the world for them. You know what I'm saying? You always help, you always help, you always help. Of course, one time you say no, all the times that you help, out the window. Didn't even happen. You know, that of course that happens more often than rich people, but even regular people, most of us can relate to that too. do a lot for somebody, and then you say no, and all of a sudden you don't care no more. But that dope song. Okay, now Silent Hill, banger, right off rip, just sonically banger. Push me like who? I like that. They're just catchy. They're just real catchy. And then it finally clicked in my brain for whatever reason. With Kodak being on this song, Kodak did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had a few little bars in there. You know, like in the studio with K-Dot, fresh off the feds. You know what I'm saying? But it made me think about J. Cole's joint, Middle Child, when he said, you know, he wished Kodak had more guidance for real. And it's like, huh? Is K-Dot currently providing said guidance for Kodak? Or, you know, they just in the studio doing their thing? You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm thinking about it, you know, K-Dot, certified legend. Kodak, a legend in his own right. But it's like, huh? Is this kind of Kendrick taking Kodak under his wing a little bit and just giving him some game? Helping him out, you know, getting him some shine, boosting him up? I don't know. It seemed like it to me. Savior interlude. Beautiful instrumentation. Baby Keem on there. He's normally really good at his deliveries, and this is no difference. Great vocal performance by him. That joint hard. I like that joint. Focus, no drums, no nothing, just straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Give him some more insight into his life. Savior interlude is fire. Called COVID had me questioning Kyrie. But first thought on that joint right there, Savior, he was giving me the ugly faces. You know what I'm saying? That instrumental right there. Yeah. And then he said, so what else he said? He said, protecting my soul in the valley of silence. He was talking about how all these influential people give you all these different, you know, types of energy, whether it be empowerment, strength, speaking out on what you believe is your behalf and all that. But at the end of the day, they ain't your savior. These are just influential people. They ain't your savior. You gotta, you know, look inside yourself. You feel me? So it was just, you know, him saying, hey, it's cool to be inspired by people, but don't hold them in regard as your savior. Yeah. Woo. Auntie diaries. Wowzers. So Kendrick finally touched on the ABC community, and he said he accepts it. He said, my auntie is a man now. Whoa. Whoa. But in the song here, just talking about the different challenges that his auntie had, you know, coming up with it, what is so accepted, and how he was pretty used to it. But the people, you know what I'm saying, the other young people around him in school, I think he said he was like 2nd grade. They were like, bro, what's going on with your aunt? They're your aunt? You sure? He was like, yeah, man, y'all tripping. And then he went through, you know, all the different challenges that she faced. And then he was talking about how she was the first one that he saw write a rap. So she the one that inspired him to rap, period. You know what I'm saying? So how they always been cool. She used to cut his hair and everything. Said he was loving his face. So he had no issues, but he had just, it took him some time to realize that it wasn't necessarily quote unquote normal. Then of course he went into his cousin Demetrius Marianne now. Whoa. Whoa. And the way he rhymed, they're pretty clever. My auntie is a man now. Demetrius Marianne. I don't know if he used literal names enough. Hopefully not, but yeah, what it is. But he talked about his story and everything like that, and talked about challenges that he had and everything. And then you know, his cousin had brought up the contradiction of, you know what I'm saying, well, back in the day, Kendrick used to say a certain F word that wasn't so acceptable. And then when he had a concert not that long ago, he had a little white girl come up stage and rap and everything. But then when she was about to drop that M-bomb, he was like, hey, nah, you can't do that. And then his cousin was like, well, nah, she should be able to say that if it ain't a big deal, if it ain't with vitriol harm. That's what you told me when you were dropping the F-bomb. It ain't no big deal. It don't mean that much. So if she's saying it and she just sang along with your song, you know it ain't hateful, then why can't she say it? He said he had to, you know, he like, you got me. I ain't gonna lie. That's a contradiction. You got me there. You got me there. So that was a very introspective song. The title track, Mr. Morale, very rhythmic, pounding, he aggressive when he talking. The beat is like a chant. He's talking about the different traumas that we've had in the community, different influential people that had different traumas, and questioning if they didn't have those traumas, would they still done what they did. And probably even more importantly, he's talking about healing. He said, if, you know, we got to do the healing. So I like it. Nice little chant, or to say, hey, face the trauma up front, you heal it, let's move on, let's elevate, let's go to the next level. Mr. Morale, trying to get us right. Mother I Sober, very sobering tone, ironically, but that was a very interesting song. I definitely have to listen to it a few more times to make sure I catch everything. But you know, art, just art at work, doing his thing. And he was using that to, you know, say, hey, everybody, once again, look at the traumas going on in your own family, whatever, and find a way to resolve it and heal from it. Okay, so I just listened to Mirrors, the closing track, and actually during the song, it reminded me of another key point of the previous track, is that he said, don't judge people based on their coping mechanisms. Instead of just saying, oh, why they, you know, do this or do that. You gotta step out the box and think, maybe ask, what kind of traumas did they have potentially that made them cope in that particular way. So he said, like, all these rappers that might be popping pills or buying jewelry, doing whatever, like, don't judge them. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they might be trying to cope with by doing these things that may seem illogical. But Mirrors, he said straight up, I chose myself, I'm sorry. Working on my addictions and everything. Just had a baby. Trying to get it together, don't judge. I'm getting better every day, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on myself. Don't be mad at it. And, you know, pretty much that's it. That's a closing track. So, overall with the project, I like it. I know I like it. No question, without a doubt. How much I like it is the question. I don't know where I rank it out of all his projects. I don't want to jump. I ain't jumping to instant classic. I ain't going that far. But I will say, it's worth the wait, in my opinion. Worth the wait. I think the project's gonna grow on me over time. Now, how far up that list it goes in regards to Kendrick projects, we'll see. But I feel like it's definitely gonna grow on me. But man, it's K-Dot doing his thing. Came back, put it together. It's art. It's art. I give him that. Especially compared to all the other projects we've been hearing. He actually put thought into his projects. You can tell he ain't just making songs just to make songs. You know what I'm saying? And I can appreciate that. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this joint down in the comment section below. Have you checked out this album? If you have, where are you ranking in all the Kendrick projects? What do you think about it overall? Was it worth the wait? Do you think he could have came up with this faster, even though he clearly said he had writer's block for a while, didn't that move? But just, you know, let's have a little conversation. Let me know what you think about this joint down in the comment section below. In the meantime, in between time, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, peace.